Alright, here is our parody of a very popular feuding style TV show, and we're going to take it for a spin and show you some features. But first, let's show you a few examples of what it can look like on a display screen in a live room. So of course, the quality of the presentation is completely dependent upon budget. This is a fairly basic setup with a single screen and backlit projector with no uplighting or any effect lights. This setup, we've got the screen and projector elevated on a stage. We've done some uplighting in the room and our colored podios, and we just haven't gotten the covers on the tables yet. This is a similar setup, but instead of a single screen, we've got dual screens for more room coverage, and we want to keep them as centered as possible to replicate the TV show. This is a single large screen with some acrylic podiums for the guests to stand behind at the Bourbon Room in Hollywood, which was a lot of fun. And this is a larger setup at the Conga Room with a large LED wall and two large LCD screens flanking on either side. But the show can absolutely be scaled down to a living room on a single screen. So this is the logo screen. This is what will display when guests arrive or pre-show, and it can be edited as long as the characters are within a certain text limit. And we can also display a logo or an image on this screen. So now we're on to the gameplay, and we can edit the teams to be any team name, Team Awesome, Team Amazing. It could be individual names. It's totally customizable. One thing that's really handy about this is with the traditional board, the names were not displayed, and sometimes the host could get turned around and forget which team is on which side. This can happen especially if we're rotating 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams through quickly. It could get a little confusing. So the tech will always make sure the team names are updated so the host can just focus on running the show with no confusion. Alright, so now we're going to put the top 5 answers up for our first survey question. Of course, it can change. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8 answers. And once the host has asked the question, a cool feature with our game is that we can put the question up on the screen so that everybody can see it, and just in case any of the contestants forget what the question is, it's easily referable right up on the screen. You can see the number 5 there. That's actually a countdown timer, which is really helpful if we're trying to move a lot of teams through a 90-minute show. It will keep everybody on time and keep people from complaining that the host is letting one person have more time than another to answer before they get buzzed out. Another handy feature is the green will light up whichever team is currently in control. So the winners came in with coffee, which is higher on the board, and they have the option to play or pass. And if they decide to pass, then control will go over to Team Awesome. So let's say they get one right, but then they have a bad streak and they strike out 3 times. You'll see now control is going to pop back over to the winners, and the green dot says that they have an opportunity to steal. If they get a single one correct, they get the points, but if they get it incorrect, the points will be awarded back over to Team Awesome. Let's see what happens. And they did not get the steal, so the points went back over, and you get the winning animation, 67 points to Team Awesome. And if you're wondering, do we have a fast money round? Of course we do. This is a little sample of what that looks and sounds like. And here's a sneak peek of the back end. This is where you do all the question editing and the main control panel that our tech will run during the show. Lastly, I want to show you that our game displays are customizable. We have a few different templates that look very modern, like the current version of the show, but we can also do old school retro theme. We can do templates that look like your company colors or design, and it all, again, is fully customizable. Our designer can work with you to create the perfect game board for you.